It was a case of mistaken identity. It was a case of mistaken identity that led to the imprisonment of a man so suspected of crimes against America. A terrorist so chosen to be locked away from reality, knowing little else but his own thoughts and the cruelty, the humming, buzz of electric current, the drip, drip of the faucet that cometh before the boarding of water. Waterboarding, enhanced interrogation, torture so validated by the men up top to further the cause of our country, and certainly not the grasping interests of a wealthy few. No, not my country, not America, not the place where I've spent my life, praising it, listening to it be praised. Our imperial interests, a colony turned empire, the dark side. We've seen the pictures of those wearing black hoods with all manners of flyers hanging off their extremities. Don't tell me that what you're doing is good. You should stop. But I know that's not about to happen anytime soon. Meanwhile, it is doomed for those so imprisoned, while white men cackle from behind the walls. It is your call to end this, to lessen its intensity and effects. Otherwise, we're just churning out more terrorists, those whose vengeance is for himself, so harshly treated by the red, white, and blue men with laser-guided, bunker-busting mothers of all bombs. Those whose vengeance is for their friends, relatives so taken into bondage and broken. May your eyes be awoken. May your minds be receptive to humanity as opposed to self-serving calamity. Nuclear spring, the reckoning. This American carnage, it has me thinking, it has me envisioning a speculatory future, a distant future. Perhaps not so. Perhaps we should all break down and prepare for the reckoning. And I reckon that when that time arrives, you'll be wondering why. How could the world, how could America, how could we, with our heads implanted firmly in the sand, be so cruel and ignorant of the suffering of others? Unless it makes for an above adequate photo op in Namibia, Liberia, Tanzania, oh, really anywhere in Africa. Save the children, except when it is for the bottom line. Enslave the children! Enslaved your mind with battened down Trumpian ignorance, while everyone except the chosen few suffer and ride in the nuclear winter of our hearts. Nuclear spring, the Arab Spring. These are not things that we'd like to hear, let alone fully understand and realize. Remote operation, unmanned flying, weaponized drone, scourge of the skies. When will you realize that the bombs are killing us too? Fake news. Do not deny reality. Don't discount what you can see happening before you, despite what our president says. It is not all fake news. Do not swallow these falsehoods. Propaganda. I can't stand the lies that you're telling us all to believe. Do not be deceived by the petrochemical and casino warlord real estate CEOs and all those who have chosen to follow them. Remember when the political landscape seemed simpler back in the days of George W. when it was mission accomplished. Now those days are finished, and a lot of us are looking back looking back into the past, and we're scratching our heads, reflecting upon all the events that led us here to the clear and present danger of the year 2017. Do you know what I mean? So do not deny reality. Do not ignore what it is that you see broadcast live internationally. Despite what our president proclaims, it's not all fake news. You would do well to cast off these falsehoods. Where are we? An unfamiliar place. A place that reeks with the vague, dream-suggested memories of deja vu. Is this the world? It's our world. Our nation, our country, our cups, they run it over. We take the sip only to find our chalice filled with blood. The blood of those who died for liberty, for truth, and otherwise. Sanguine chin dripping golden bejeweled goblets. Don't believe the lies that come from the men who stand to gain the most from the spilling of blood. From the purveyors of white knuckle, entitlement, aggression, testosterone, bones, blood, brain matter, white brains matter, and like black lies apparently, where are we? America, an unfamiliar place where race and class are the only qualifiers that matter to the oligarchs and their toady army of rebel flag, cold bleeding, lynch hungry, Aryan lynchpins. And you know, this American Carnage, well, it just don't seem real. How medieval! It's become in scope and inception along the halls of horror, giving Republicans and torturistas erections alike, in spite of all the measures put into place to prevent such things. Instead, this American Carnage hath sprouted wings and taken flight over our hearts, still a beat and a flutter from what our minds took choice to discover that day by way of real fake news and tweet storm hurricane blizzards, gale force at 150 characters per post, an angry little man with bad hair ravages the airwaves with impromptu, off-the-cuff untruths. He is our leader. We need to fear the... Oh, what's he gonna say next? Ooh, we need to fear the... American Carnage. You know it's gone medieval. Do you hear the screams as they echo still from the grainy photos of stacked naked souls? Naked except for the wires, and the hoods, and the filth. Thank you very much, everybody. We got a show coming up October 20th at Art Seed Spokane. I'm going to be doing my spoken word show, and I go for 4 to 6 hours at a time. And I do all kinds of different stuff. This is my political stuff. I do stuff about Spokane. I do humor. I do nature. So a lot of different stuff. Thank you very much. Thank you.